What's up, you guys? Welcome back to my channel. I am Ebony Evaughn, your go-to business operations strategist, here to help you grow your business through people and processes. And to kick off the new year, I want to take you behind the scenes into my business management system to show you how I run and operate my business, how I stay organized, how I stay productive, and how I manage to stay on top of all my projects and tasks within my business. So I don't even want to do no long drawn out talking. We about to jump right in, okay? So let's hop on a computer and then I'm gonna show you all the tea.
There's no stopping me now. I know my shot. Sit down. Money's all over me. I'm called to be rich and be free.
All right, so welcome to my business dashboard. This is pretty much my homepage. This is where I start every single morning. When I log in, I come into my dashboard, and then I'm not going to show you all these spaces. There's a lot of different things going on. So with my dashboard, I do kind of mix in both my personal life, my travel life, as well as business stuff, kind of all in the same dashboard. But I'm going to walk you through kind of the key spaces that I spend the most of my time in. We will get into kind of like the promos. So this video will be posted in January, but it is actually, as you can see, November 23rd when I am recording this. Listen, we have recorded content for the rest of this year. We already on Q1. All right, so let's go ahead and dive in. The first thing that I want to show you in this actual dashboard, where I spend the most of my time, is actually within my daily planner. So I'm going to go ahead and open this up. Okay, so this is my daily planner. This is where I literally start every morning. I will come in here and look and see. So right now it's blank. It says I don't have any tasks, and obviously that's because today is Saturday. I am recording this on a Saturday. I typically don't work on Saturday, so there's not anything on my agenda. But underneath that, you can actually see that this is my kind of things to get done for the week. And you can see going into next week, there's actually quite a few things that are still on my agenda to get done. So we have to finish some updates for email balls. I just pre-launched this 𝗪𝗁𝗁𝗁𝗁𝗁𝗁𝗁, so we still have to finish the last couple of phases in that, creating the curriculum. Well, the curriculum's done. We have to record the videos and then finish the workbook. And these are just some other to-dos and things that are happening within my business. So essentially how I have this outline is, you can see at a glance what needs to get done. So this first box up here that says daily schedule, this is like my day at a glance, and this is typically what I need to get done this day. And then under that, I can see what I need to get done this week. And so this top daily is typically me, like what I need to get done. And this things to get done this week is kind of an overview of not only tasks that I need to get done, but also people on my team as well. So if you can slide this over, you can see that some things are assigned to me, some things are assigned to Rennie, who's my virtual assistant. Jasmine is my Pinterest manager. She handles all things Pinterest, and Aldrin is our marketing assistant. So he helps with YouTube, video ideation, writing scripts, doing the SEO for videos and things like that. So there's different tasks that need to get done, and then some are assigned to me, some are assigned to other team members. But essentially, this is how we track everything. And so then you can see there's a status. So this lets me know if it is done, if something's on hold, what's up next, planning in progress. If someone on my team is working on something and I need to review it, then they can flag it for review, and then I can approve it and then also mark it as done. In addition to this, I told you, so I manage my entire life in this Notion dashboard. So you can see that like this zone says travel. And so this is actually something that is related to my travel channel, which is technically just a hobby right now, but also something can be business, or it can be personal, or something that's related to home as well. And then aside from this, I also have like categories and subcategories. So the category is essentially going to be like a department, so to speak. So if it's admin, if it's a client project, if it's related to finance, human resources, IT, legal, marketing, operations, product development, sales, and travel, and then we can indicate that. And then within each category, we also have subcategories. So the subcategory lets us know, okay, even if this is marketing, what type of marketing is it? So I don't know why this says market research. Why are we doing market research for 12 days of Shiftmas? This should probably say email. That might have been mislabeled because this is a email series. Anyway, so you can see this is marketing, and then YouTube is under marketing, Pinterest is under marketing, product research and development. You have product updates, new products, product reviews, or if we decide to sunset or retire a product, and then we can identify that as well. But essentially, this is how I track tasks on a daily and weekly basis. And then over to the side, I just have my business goals for the month of what we're focusing on. And it kind of helps us stay focused that anytime we're doing some type of marketing activity or business activities in general, it needs to be related to our overarching business goals and targets for the month, right? So this is my daily planner / weekly planner. I have a weekly planner, but I mostly just use the daily version to kind of look at what I need to do at a daily glance as well as weekly glance. And the reason why I love this dashboard is because with this dashboard, it actually allows me to keep me focused on my goals and the things that I need to be focused on in that moment, if that makes sense. But also, in addition to that, it helps me to streamline my daily tasks, and it also helps when it comes to automating repetitive tasks or also delegating tasks to team members, and also being able to track and manage it all. So in addition to the daily planner, mostly where I spend a lot of my time, so the executive section is pretty much like all planning, visualizing, and strategizing. But businesses marketing is more where you're actually taking action and executing on things. So I'm going to take you inside of my product library, and then we'll go into the promotional events. I probably should have did promo events first because it would probably make more sense. But the product library, so if you have the lunch portal, or if you're familiar with my lunch portal, this product library is built very similar to the lunch portal where you can track and manage all of your lunches in one place. So I created a product library because I needed to have a centralized place where all of my product information lives. So sometimes you may be like wanting to grab the copy for a sales page, or you need to grab maybe a description of your product or a link for a promo and a promo code, and you have to go to email or to your Google Drive or to some other tool in order to find all the things that you need. So I wanted to create a centralized location where every single product's information lives. So I can actually go into PlanCORRECT, and then I can give you like a sneak peek at what the product library actually looks like for each product. So this is PlanCORRECT, which is my business planning system. So you can see the sale price for the retail price. You can see the status of it. So if it's active, if it's been discontinued, if it's evergreen, if it's limited, whatever. And then we also identify, so we're rebuilding funnels right now so that every product is in at least 3 different funnels. And so we have it where if on this sales page, a order bump for this is going to be shift correct, a upsell is assist correct, and then cross sell is serve correct. And then the target audience for it is 𝗧𝗵𝗲𝗀. We have 4 different target audiences, but we break them down. I'll show you where the audiences live later in a second. And then we have our product overview, which just tells us about the product. And then this is kind of like a portal for the product itself. So here's where we have the launch checklist whenever we launch it. We have our product development where we outline like the product, the features, the benefits, all of that. And then the client avatar, who this product is for, the branding and messaging ideas that we have, the actual sale funnel for it, and then customer support. So any questions that we get about the product, any testimonials, all of that goes into customer support. And then we have product review and debrief where, you know, we assess the product. If we need to do any updates, we'll note that in here. And then just taking notes about things that we need to be mindful of as far as client feedback, ways to improve products or anything like that goes in there. And so something new that I've been tinkering with is Notion recently released charts, maybe like 4 or 5 months ago. So we have been looking at how we can actually leverage charts within our product database so we can track, okay, what is our sales goal? How many sales have we actually had? And then we can track progress over time. And then this is from Plausible. So this allows me to see the actual analytics of each product, how many people visit the sales page, etc. We have our short form description. We have different promo ideas, and if there's a promo code, that would be here. And then if it expires, the expiration date for it. And so that is essentially what is inside the product library. So this allows me to basically keep up with all the information about a product in one place through the product library. So I do use the product library a lot, especially when I'm writing emails and trying to come up with like sales copy and messaging and stuff like that. And then I also come into this promos and event area a lot. And this basically allows us to track and outline all of our promotions for the year. Now, I'm going to be honest. So of these promos, you can see way back from May, I never did a Memorial Day sale. So it says not started because we didn't do that. This is a time, if you watch my story time about when I had to fire my $26,000 client, this is when I was like still dealing with her. So I didn't actually get to do a lot of the sales and promos that I wanted to do because I was like trying to wrap up everything with her and like get her off of my plate. But after we got rid of her, we were kind of back to our regular schedule. We did have our Labor Day sale. We did lunch correct. We did do early bird for higher correct already. It hasn't officially launched yet, but it will be launching in another week or so. You can see this is like a calendar overview of our launches. So literally last week we did pre-orders for higher correct, and then yesterday, technically Thursday the 21st, started our Black Friday sale. And so our Black Friday sale goes through December 2nd. And then on the heels of the Black Friday sale is when we have the official release of Higher Correct on December 4th through the 9th. And then that takes us into 12 days of 𝗪𝗂𝗪. And it's going to wrap out the end of the year. After that, it's back to PlanCORRECT, right, for the new year. And we'll be promoting that. So this is essentially, let me move this over here. This is my promotions for the entire year. I typically will outline all of my promotions for the next year around this time now. So I'll probably be doing this in another week or so, making sure that we go back and see if we're still going to do these dates for the stuff that's already outlined, but then kind of filter out for the rest of the year. So that's the promotions and events that helps us to stay on track with launches as well as promotions throughout the year. And then probably where else I spend the majority of my time is in my CRM. So this is a client portal where it says SoulStruck client portal. I'm not going to go in there because there's a lot of client private information, but this is essentially my client portal where each client has their own portal where we track our project, the milestones, and just important project information for each client. But other than that, the majority of the time I spend my time either with YouTube and also the email marketing section. And so this basically breaks down the marketing channels from the marketing hub into individual channels. So this is my YouTube space, and you can see all the tasks that we have to get done that are related to YouTube. So this is overall tasks. And then under this, we have our actual content database. So this is the actual videos or posts or whatever content that we plan on posting for the upcoming week or so. And so we can see what's posted, what needs to be recorded, if something is an idea, if it's edited, if it's a draft, or if it's scheduled or whatever. We can see all of that here. And then we have our posting schedule. And then we have, this is just the content on a calendar. So you can see, and I tell people, like, I always plan ahead. So you can see we are well into February, I think even March, when it comes to like planning out content, right? I'm actually recording this video now, but it's not going to be posted until January. Actually, it's on the calendar, this video right here, for January 15th is what you are actually recording. You're watching me record. It may or may not be posted on the 15th, so don't hold me to that. But anyways, this allows us to see like our monthly posting schedule for all the videos and content. And then this is for my YouTube channel. Again, this is just a hobby, so I don't always update the travel information down here. In addition to this, I also have a separate actual planner and database area for email marketing. So this is where I pretty much track and manage all of our email tasks, so I can see what tasks we have for email, and then I can also see what actual email campaigns we have and the status of them. So you can see we're deep into Black Friday, right? So all the Black Friday emails are scheduled. And then we have this one email here that's still a draft, but that's because the video still needs to be edited, so we can add the link for that. But essentially, this is my email marketing plan, and you can see all the emails that are scheduled for the month of November. It looks like a lot, but that's because it's just like these last 2 weeks is like Black Friday content, right? But other than that, that is inside my dashboard. So this is kind of like a high level of the main components where I spend the most of my time within this daily planner, the product library, looking at the promotions and events, and then the email, and then YouTube content. That's where I do the majority of stuff. Some of this stuff I go into every now and then when it comes to like the business plan, looking at finances, subscriptions, expenses, income, and all that stuff. And then a lot of this is just personal. So like my travel itineraries, my travel map, SOPs and things like that. I'm going to do a separate video on how to create a SOP database, and also how to create your own SOPs from scratch. So look out for that video. Make sure you subscribe if you want to know when that video posts. But let me know if there's anything else you would like to see inside my dashboard. But essentially, how I streamline my tasks and how I organize my day, it really starts here with this daily planner. And then from there, I kind of go into like, okay, what content is coming out, what's the status of the content, and I can kind of look from there. So even on my daily planner, I can see what content is coming up for the next week. I don't know if I went over this or not. Down here where it says next week's upcoming content, I can actually see, and it's all emails again because it's Black Friday, right? So we have way more emails going out than anything else. Typically this would be like the YouTube videos for the month, and then we have 3 emails that go out per week. But because it's Black Friday, we have a significant higher amount of emails that are going out over the next week or so. But essentially, this is a breakdown of my business management system. Let me know if you have any questions, if there's any other spaces within this that you would like me to deep dive into. Let me know down in the comments below this video. Let me know, give me a peek inside of your business management system. Is it this kind of well organized? Are you using a different tool or strategy? Let me know down in the comments below this video. As always, I just want to say, you guys, thank you so much for stopping by my internet home. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe, and turn on notifications so anytime I post another behind the scenes video like this, you will be the first one to get notified. Bye, y'all.